Rob Russo.
Good evening. Yes, Mayor, I hear you. Never had a problem with that. My name's Rob Russo. I live at 208 Brooklawn Avenue in Bridgeport. I had the brief honor of being the Republican state senator from the 22nd District representing Western Bridgeport, Trumbull, Monroe. I personally didn't have an issue voting. I was happy to have my wife have her first voting experience in Bridgeport at 6:45 in the morning. However, I got a call around 1:30 on Election Day. One of the Republican campaigns asked me to take a drive through the North End. They didn't know what the turnout was like up there. So I went up to Winthrop School, and I was shocked when a poll worker told me that don't bother looking at the voting machine because they ran out of ballots. So I left from there, went straight to the registrar's office. I stood at the desk in the registrar's office for 5, maybe 10 minutes, and no one helped me. Nor did they help the line of regular voters that were there with questions about where they voted that day. I was shocked that though there were 2 people in that office, neither of them looked up from the phone, neither of them looked to help anyone that was waiting there. I was relieved when I left the registrar of voters' office and went to the town clerk's office that I found a professional organization in our city. The town clerk's office picked up the phone immediately, found the Democrat registrar of voters, and said, we have Rob Russo standing here telling us there's no ballots at Winthrop School. Unfortunately, I believe the Democrat registrar of voters lied to the town clerk's office because I was told that she said that, no, they didn't run out of ballots, and oh, by the way, I just brought them more. Well, I thank the town clerk's office for being so quick to respond, but I think we've had enough from the registrar's office. You know, my grandfather died in 1999. He just got off the ballot rolls about 4 years ago, despite the fact I sent 2 letters asking that he be removed. And those of us that have been participating in the political process for a long time, whether we be Republican or Democrat, we know the most dangerous thing in Bridgeport politics is rumor. We've heard the rumors this year, we hear them every year. There are people out there paying people to vote. There are dead people voting. Absentee ballots going to the wrong place. So I ask this commission, don't stop the investigation. We need a full audit. You have to prove to the people, not only of Bridgeport, but of Connecticut, what actually happened. Let's not have any rumors. Let's have answers. I think the fact that you have the registrars saying to the Secretary of the State now, we don't need to audit these polling places? Come on, people. That's embarrassing. It's upsetting. Get us answers. Let's see what happened and what didn't happen so we can make sure that only good things happen in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
An unofficial checker asked me to submit written remarks for Bill Paul Henry.
Where did you go vote?
I voted Central High, but it was Winthrop where I saw the issue.
Thank you.
What time were you at Central?
I was at Central around 2.
But there were ballots there then?
No, sorry. I was at Winthrop at 2. There were not ballots there. When I voted Central, like 6:45 in the morning, plenty of ballots.
Okay. Cheryl Franklin? Cheryl Franklin?
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Cheryl Franklin from Orange, Connecticut. I'm here because I was originally from Bridgeport, and I am a concerned citizen. What happened on the election day, I think was absurd. If you have a list of names, hello? All right, go now. Should I start again? No. Oh, okay, good. If you have a list of the voters' names, you should also have the ballots to accompany them. When I was voting in Orange, you check your name off, you get your envelope, your manila envelope, and your manila folder, and you go and you do your process. I think this is ridiculous at this point in time that we are not able to do a simple thing as voting. People are not counting, people are not paying attention, and our president came to Bridgeport and he said, vote. If if there was a problem with the registrar office, you should have corrected it as soon as he said, we want the people to vote. And that, to me, is an insult to everyone who does and did not vote. And what we need to do, Bridgeport, my hometown, has tornadoes, terrorists. Let's get it together. Thank you.
I'm unfortunately trying to read the J-O-L-N-E, Hickok, Hendrick, Hickory?
786 number.
It's a 786. 786.
Josh.
Sure, just verify. But I believe it's St. Paul's. And when we went there was nobody there. There wasn't anybody standing in front of the polling place. I saw a handwritten notice that you could hardly make out from the street. And the only thing that I could make out was vote on top and some scribbling on the bottom. But as I was going to St. Paul's on Boston Avenue, I noticed that there was a lot of signs on Beersey School. So I said, they must have changed the voting place. And I went over there and I voted over there. And I asked the moderator if I was incorrect, that originally my voting place was supposed to be St. Paul. And she told me, no, you were right, but they changed it. So it would have been nice if somebody told me or told us. And I think that my concern is that I know a lot of people vote on their way to work or coming back from work. And if they were not familiar with the area like I am, and if they would get discouraged and they wouldn't come back. I said to my wife, this is going to be a problem because a lot of people are not going to vote because of this. And the same way I received a postcard saying that I voted at St. Paul's, that they changed it, and I don't know when they changed it.
So she didn't say they changed it today when they changed it?
No, I don't know. Okay, so I don't know whether this happened in other polling places or not, but it happened in my polling place.
Where did you end up? Where did they find it?
At Beersley School.
Beersley School.
Yep. About 2 o'clock.
You have to show ID or anything?
Yeah, I showed ID. I mean, I didn't have any problem voting at Beersley. Okay, my problem was that they changed the place where we were supposed to vote, and I bet that a lot of people didn't vote because of that. And I know they did make a call to my house about 9:30 to inform us that the polls would be open till 10:30 or 10, whatever it was, but they could have called and said, listen, you're no longer voting at Noble Avenue. Go to Beersley. No recommendations. I know you have no, and you recognize that too, yet. You don't have any legal authority to do anything about this, but an honest report would be welcome.